What's up, it's you? For today's video, with a full Hoppip evolution team. We've got Hoppip, Skiploom, and Jumpluff. That's going to be the full team of 6 Pokemon. I hope the shinier versions too. This team was actually really difficult to do just due to the typing of these Pokemon and the offensive stats. Well, they weren't really all that good, but it made for some pretty funny battles. I've got 3 battles today. If you do want to check me out, Twitch people, this is where I do all my battles and take all my battles. Pokemon sweeps, team teams, all that sort of stuff. Let's get into today's battles. This is a battle against Kuka on the, at least at the Wycombe again. We're on Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl today because Hoppip, obviously the evolution line only appears on this as the latest game. So, first Pokemon was Palkia, and they decided to only bring 1 Pokemon after seeing my team. I don't blame him, but I thought, well, I'm probably going to get demolished here. First Pokemon is Hoppip. Now, this is actually a level 1 strategy. I've got Focus Sash as the item, Poison Powder, Leech Seed, Substitute, and Double Team. What I wanted to do is get a double team up and then use Leech Seed and Poison Powder and hide behind the Substitute. A lot of the times it didn't really work, but in this case it was pretty funny. So we got the Palkia go for a spatial red on a Hoppip, on a Hoppip level 1, only I'll put my channel, and I'm going to live on the Sash, right? So now I can get a double team off here. Now, what I wanted to do is at least get a Leech Seed or a Poison Powder up, and that was pretty much the job of Hoppip done. Now, Palkia is going to miss with another Spatial Red, and I'm going to be able to get my Poison Powder up. So, okay, this is really good. At least I did something with this Pokemon. A lot of the time, it would just get smashed in 2 shots. So some poison damage there, which is going to be good. I can go for Leech Seed. They've got cut. They made their Palkia into a HM slave. The funny thing is, any move would actually take out Hoppip this time. The fact that Double Team actually helped me avoid those attacks is really, really funny. So I've got the Leech Seed back here, and that's going to get all of my health back. Now, the Focus Sash is gone, so any attack still will take me out, but if I can dodge the next attack, which I do, I can get a Substitute up here and essentially just stall this Palkia out till it faints. Because remember, they only brought 1 Pokemon to this team. They were very, very overconfident. Their whole team was just legendaries, by the way. And sweat, basically. I think they had, legendaries and, Garchomp or something like that. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a real close fight. Anyway, so the Palkia is taking a lot of damage now with the Leech Seed and the Poison Powder. They cannot land a cut for me for the life of them. So all I got to do is keep using Substitute, right? Because if they do land a hit, I can just go sub, get all my health back, and continually do it. Palkia has only got 1 more turn to take me out, and this is it. It won't ever be able to beat my Hoppip, right? Because it obviously has no moves to get around sub, and all of its moves are missing at the same time. So there you go, people. This is the very first battle, overconfident player, whoever you are, if you watch this video, I hope you enjoy the salt. And to top it off, people, the Palkia ended up fainting, and we got a nice, juicy little baby bottle here to start the battle off. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a very, very funny first battle. I mean, if the video deserved a like, it was right there. Let's get on to battle number 2. This one was against Rosa. I can't believe they lost level 1 Hoppip. Maybe I should pursue a level 1 Hoppip strategy like that. The thing about it that I had with it is relying on that double team at the start was very scary. Okay, we got a Blastoise leader. I've got Poison Powder, Leech Seed, Substitute. Yeah, you've seen this set already. Now, Blastoise is going to go for a Rapid Spin, disrespect, and it's going to take me all the way down to my Focus Sash. So as usual, in the last battle, I went for double team here. It would have been good if this had Minimize instead of double team, because Minimize gives 2 stages. Double team only gives 1 stage, so it's not the greatest in the world here. So I'm going to go for a Leech Seed, and I've got the seeds up on the Blastoise. Blastoise is going to go for a Mirror Coat, expecting maybe, I don't know, a special move, but obviously on this set, I've got no attacking moves at all. I've got purely status moves. So Hoppip's going to get all of its health back. I got a feeling I'm going to die to this turn, and Blastoise takes me out with a Rapid Spin. Oh my goodness. So that's the end of Hoppip. I couldn't have done much there. I guess I was lucky enough to get a Leech Seed up there. That was the best thing that came out of that matchup, right? Next Pokemon. This is Skiploom. Now, this Skiploom is a Choice Banded set. I've got Seed Bomb, U-Turn, Bounce, and I've got Double Edge. I've got the Ability Leaf Guard, Max Attack, and Max Health. That absolutely demolished Blastoise, which was amazing. Next Pokemon is Typhlosion. I'm thinking, oh no, what's going to happen here? So Typhlosion's going to go for a Scumbag Smoke Screen. What is this going to be? So C-Bomb's going to miss, and I'm locked in, so it's not the... I don't really want to swap either, because it's a Fire-type Pokemon, right? It might have some sort of Fire-type move. There's a very good chance of that, so what's the point of swapping? So going for another C-Bomb here, it does alright damage to Typhlosion. You know, that's pretty good considering. At this stage, it's like, you know what? I want to keep my Skiploom. It does pretty good damage. Let's swap into my other Skiploom. Wait, hang on. This is... oh, wait, this is a bulky one. It's quite funny that yeah, the shiny Skiploom looks like the Hoppip, but then I think the Skiploom then looks like the normal Hoppip. It's kind of interesting. So we've got on this set a Giga Drain Poison Powder set. I've got Leech Seed and my favorite healing move at the same time. The EV Spreader's max health and max special defense. I've got leftovers and I've got the ability Infiltrator. So going for the Poison Powder here, this Typhlosion doesn't seem to have a Fire type move. It would have used it already. So it's some sort of troll strategy which I haven't seen the, you know, the full extent to yet. It's got Smoke Screen, that's what I know, right? And it also has Quick Attack, which is interesting. So I don't know what the other moves are. Now they're going to keep spamming Smoke Screen over and over again. The good thing is I did get out the Leech Seed here. So even if I miss every single move here, right, the Typhlosion is eventually going to faint, unless they swap, of course. But, you know, it's very important getting that Leech Seed up. So this has got some pretty good health recovery. We've got Leech Seed and leftovers. Normally I would run Everlight on this, and I'd probably run something like Cotton Guard. That was another move I was thinking about running on it too, to make it like really, really bulky. But these Pokemon don't really help. Even Jumpluff doesn't really have the greatest offensive stats in the world, you know? So Typhlosion is going to go for another Quick Attack here. I'm glad I run a bulky set. Here comes my Giga Drain, and that's going to be enough to do 2 damage to Typhlosion. I think I said Typhlosion just did Giga Drain. I meant Typhlosion just did Quick Attack, alright? Giga Drain would actually be really, really good on Typhlosion. Like, it could do some good damage against like rock types, and, you know, say something like Quags or a Swampert came in. That'd be really like a nice surprise move, like almost like Hidden Power Grass, but, you know, it heals itself at the same time. So Skiploom is back to full health here, and that is going to be the end of the Typhlosion, right, on the next set. So they're just going to keep spamming Smoke Screen over and over again, because obviously Quick Attack's doing nothing else. So I have no idea what the other moves are. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, I'm trying to think what the set, maybe it had Attract or something like that. That would be disgusting. So anyway, the Quick Attack Typhlosion is going to faint. Now the next Pokemon to come out is going to be Gardevoir. So okay, Gardevoir, I've got some decent bulk here, so let's go for Poison Powder. So outspeeding the Gardevoir, which is pretty cool there. It's going to have Synchronize. Unfortunately, now I'm going to be poisoned, but, you know, that was a risk I had to take there. Now the Gardevoir is going to go for a mean look. I'm like, oh, okay, they got some sort of trapping strategy here, maybe to take me out. I'm not really sure. So I've got my Poison going. I can get Leech Seed going too, and that'll be really nice. I feel like I can win this matchup depending on how hard the Gardevoir hits me, right? If it has any, you know, offensive moves, right? So here comes a Dazzling Gleam. Like, okay, that's going to do probably a fair bit coming off Gardevoir's special attack. Once again, I'm running max special defense, so I'm able to live that one really, really well. I am poisoned though with Poison Powder. I wish this got Toxic, because Poison Powder is like nowhere near as good, but you know, it's fine, right? It sort of racks up that extra damage. So Gardevoir is poisoned, I'm poisoned, and I've got to get this Leech set up and this spam Giga Drain. And hopefully the Gardevoir will faint before I do. That's the idea, right? The Gardevoir has a lot more offensive presence than I do. As you can see, the Giga Drain really isn't doing that much damage. You know, Gardevoir's a lot more bulky. Now, Gardevoir is going to keep going for Dazzling Gleam over and over and over again. I don't think I'm going to be able to live the next one here, even after all my, like, healing and stuff like that. So we got another turn of leftovers and Leech Seed here. Then I'll get hit by the poison. So this was a fairly long part in the battle here. You know, the Skiploom versus Gardevoir. It's probably the first time you've ever seen a Skiploom actually used in the battle. Like, I feel like Skiploom is a very forgettable Pokemon. Out of all of these, you know, we'll do a little question for today as well. Who's your favorite Gen 2 grass Pokemon? Like, Gen 2 grass Pokemon, if you had to pick one. Anyway, we got the Gardevoir swapping out there, going for my favorite healing move and healing myself off here. That was my only option to be able to live the next turn, right? However, in comes this Feraligatr, and this is where things start to go really, really bad. Trust me, right? So Skiploom is going to take some more poison damage there. The good thing is it's not badly poisoned. It's, so it doesn't rack up exponentially every single turn. Now, the Feraligatr is going to have Ice Fang, which is very bad against my team, and that is the end of Skiploom. So I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to take this out? Now, my other Pokemon, my other Hoppip here is also a Focus Sash set. I've got Memento, Protect, Acrobatics, and Bullet Seed. Now, I could go for Mento and drop its stats and then try and take the Feraligatr out. But I decided to go for Bullet Seed instead. We got the Feraligatr swapping out here, and we got the Gardevoir coming in. So obviously they wanted to see what strategy my Hoppip was going to be, before going for the Ice Fang there. Because obviously that Pokemon is going to be very good. When you think about it, it's 4 times super effective against my entire team, which is bad, all those ice moves are terrible. So, next Pokemon obviously is going to be the Feraligatr. Now they know the coast is clear. I don't exactly have anything super strong. I've got Bullet Seed, but that's about it. The EV spread on this was max speed and max attack, Atom and Nature. I've got the ability Chlorophyll and Item Focus Sash. I thought about this for a long time. I'm thinking, well, Melmento's going to be the best. At least I said Melmetal then. If I go for Mento here, it gives my Pokemon a chance, maybe, to live the next attack. So that's going to take me all the way down to my Focus Sash. I was thinking my Skiploom may be able to live. So going for Mento, they're dropping the Feraligatr's stats, which is going to be very, very handy. And hopefully I can do this. Hopefully. Now, this first battle was a 6 versus 4. Obviously, because of when you look at my team. I think they had 2 other really powerful Pokemon too. So they tried to bring a team that would be sort of like a little bit more of a match. And after seeing the Feraligatr, I was very, very scared. So go for the C-Bomb on the Feraligatr. It is not going to take it out. Now the Feraligatr is going to go for an Ice Fang there. That almost takes me out. I only just lived, but the Freeze Axe takes me all the way down to 6 health. I've got Citrus Berry on this one, and this is a Acrobatic Seed Bomb Facade Sword Dance set with Infiltrate. I've got max speed, Jolly Nature, and max attack. Unfortunately, since I'm frozen, I got to let it go, and Feraligatr is going to be able to take me out with another Ice Fang. You wouldn't read about it, so we got the Freeze Axe there. Really, that pretty much ended any chance Jumpluff had of taking out Feraligatr. Now, next Pokemon is Skiploom here. I've got C-Bomb. I know that I'll take it out, and I know that I can live this because I'm running max health. Here comes the Ice Fang. I lived it very nicely, and Ice Fang flinches me. Oh, man. So there goes the Skiploom, and that is a Freeze Axe on the Jumpluff and a flinch on the Skiploom. So both Pokemon definitely was going to take Feraligatr. No worries whatsoever. So my last Pokemon here is going to be the Jumpluff. I know that Jumpluff can live an Ice Fang, and this is a special set with Dazzling Gleam, Solar Beam, Sleep Powder, and Sunny Day, max speed and max special attack, Modest Nature. Sorry, max health and Modest Nature. So go for the Solar Beam here. I outspeed the Feraligatr. Feraligatr is going to go for an Ice Fang, and it crits me. You wouldn't read about it. A Freeze Axe, a flinch, and then a crit. I mean, what can you do in that situation? Like, this is super bad luck. Thank you for Rosa for the battle, and go buy yourself a lottery ticket right now. Okay, let's get on to the last battle. This is a battle against Rogue, and this was the longest battle I had out of the Hoppip Evolution team. Now, this was also a pretty funny battle. So first Pokemon is Togekiss. And I know what you're thinking. What are you going to be able to do to a Togekiss? You know, and I was thinking that myself. And we got the Hoppip as the leader. So I thought, well, we can maybe try and get the double team set up. So we got the Togekiss go for a nasty plot. Now, if this thing has Air Slash, that's it. It's game. Like, I don't know what I can do. So go for double team here, hoping I can get maybe some luck like I did against the Palkia in the first battle. And now it's got Metronome. It's nasty plot Metronome. Here comes a Horn Attack, and Horn Attack's going to land. And it's going to take my Hoppip down to 1 health. This is the thing. If any moves like land, that's the end of this Hoppip. So getting 2 double teams up now. I'm feeling confident. I might be able to get a Elite Seed up and then a Substitute. And when I'm behind the sub, then I probably might go for a Poison Powder. That was the idea of this set anyway. Now we got the Togekiss going for Metronome here again. And Metronome's going to get Aura Sphere. Come on. So Aura Sphere obviously checks actually, and that is the end of Hoppip. This is an absolute disaster. I'm going to get swept by a nasty pop Metronome Togekiss. Now, the next Pokemon I'm going to bring in here is Skiploom, and this is my physical set. You know, this is my most powerful physical set here. So I'm going to go for a bounce, maybe get a Paralyze if I'm lucky. And now the Togekiss is going to get Growl. It's going to drop my attack. That was actually quite good because that means my attacks are not going to do as much damage. And, you know, Skiploom doesn't really hit the hardest out of all the Pokemon you could probably think of. So bouncing up in the sky there, the best I can do is maybe a Paralyze. That's that's it. Now, Tokus, I was praying that it didn't use Fly or something like that, is going to get Strength. I'm like, okay, good. And I'm very, very glad that I didn't get hit by Strength. Here comes the Bouncy. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but I do get the Paralyze, which is going to be really solid. So I thought, you know what I should do is swap this out. Then the Tokus has a Lumberry to heal the paralysis. Come on. So swapping out my Skiploom here and going into my other Skiploom. The shiny Skiploom. So this was the bulky set. So I thought maybe I could get a poison powder on this. That'll be good, you know. That'll at least do some damage. Now the Tokus are going to randomly select Nightshade. So Nightshade does a quarter of my health. So like, okay, that's not all that bad. At least let's be real. At least I didn't get one-shotted by like a special move. Any special move at this stage will do very, very like loads of damage to me. So going for my attacking move here, and now we got the Tokus going for Metro, of course, and it's going to get Incinerate and Incinerate. Oh no, this is very, very bad. So that's the end of Skiploom here. Like, they did us only need Tokus to get a special move, and it's all over Red Rover. So swapping in my Skiploom here again, I have to attack and get some damage on this thing. So once again, we're going to go for, I was thinking maybe I should go for Double Edge. Nah, let's go for Bounce. So outspeeding the Tokus now, which is very, very good. And the Tokus is going to go for a Metronome. It's like, okay, I wonder what attack it's going to have. And it's going to get Vacuum Waves. I'm like, okay, that's going to do nothing. The Togekiss had Protect all along. This person's trolling me hard. Like, I can't do anything. So I'm locked in the Choice Band Bounce in the moment. So I've got no options here. I got to swap out and do something. Like, what can I do? So going into Hoppip now, like, something's got to happen here. I've got maybe I can do it with like a powered up Acrobatics. So Tokus is going to go for a Brick Break here on my Hoppip. And of course, he hits me with a weak attack. So the Focus Sash is never going to get used unless I heal myself back somehow, which, you know, it's never going to happen. So I decided to go for Meto here, and that's going to drop the status on the Tokus. So at least if it does hit me with a special move, it's not going to be doing like lots and lots of damage, right? So bye-bye Hoppip. I have to take this Pokemon out. So next Pokemon to come in now, I was thinking maybe I can bring my Skiploom and just go for attacking move. Tokus is going to go for a Leaf Blade. So I decided to bring my Jumpluff out. I thought, well, I might be able to set up against this thing if I get really lucky. Like, if they get some really bad moves in Metro, and they may get some status moves that do nothing. So go for Sword Dance here on Jumpluff. That's +2 in attack. Now, I'm going to need a lot of attack to actually do any damage to this thing. Like, since Acrobatics is there, it's powerful, but I need to make sure I make use of that Citrus Berry to actually, you know, make it decently powerful. So go for 2 Sword Dance there. The Tokus is going to go for a Nasty Bot. So, you know, retaining back its stats it had before. So +4 now. Things are looking pretty good. We got the Tokus setting up another Nasty Plot. So once again, if I fail to take this Tokus out soon, I'm going to definitely get destroyed. So there's my final Sword Dance here. Jumpluff is at +6 in attack, and now it's good to go to try and start sweeping. Metronome is going to come from Tokus. I hope it doesn't get a Flying or Fire move, and it gets Scratch. Oh, I'm very, 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 very happy about that. They haven't even scratched the surface yet. So go for Acrobatics here at +6 on the Tokus, and it still doesn't take it out. It's so embarrassing. So now Tokus is going to be going for another Metronome. It's going to get Swallow. I'm not even going to say anything there, if you were reading my mind. So go for another Acrobatics there, and that is the end of the Metronome Togekiss. Oh my goodness, I nearly got swept by it. Now, the next Pokemon I come out is going to be closer. Now, I haven't revealed I had any Grass-type moves here. I do have C-Bomb. I know that C-Bomb will take the close round unless it's got a Sash or something like that. So that's the end of closer. Good, so I'm back in the game here. Tokus is down. Closer is down. Things are looking up, you know. Next Pokemon to come in is going to be Lopunny. Now, Lopunny can have some priority moves like Fake Out, but I know that I can live them really well, even if it does happen. I was a little bit worried if it did have something like Ice Beam, though, or Ice Punch. Now, the Lopunny is going to clap my cheeks, and it's going to go for the Fake Out, and I'm going to get a flinch. That's fine. It's bringing me closer to my Citrus Berry. So go for C-Bomb here at +6. I know it's going to take it out in one shot, and that's it. It's Lopunny down. I've clawed my way back into this battle, people, after that embarrassing start. So next Pokemon is Garchomp. No, this is getting very scary. Now, I can go for a C-Bomb again. I don't think Acrobatics will take it out. It's just too weak, you know. At 55 base power, it's not strong enough. If I can get rid of the Citrus Berry, it'll be really, really good. So go for C-Bomb here on the Garchomp, and that's going to take Garchomp out in one shot. We've got this sweep going. Can Lopunny get the sweep, the full sweep? Next Pokemon is Arca. I'm like, oh no, this is a Pokemon I was really, really worried about in their team preview too. So I can go for Acrobatics here. They've dropped my attack one stage. I need all the boosts I can get. But at this point, I'm like, well, I have to go for Acrobatics here. I've got to go for that. And I've got to hope for probably a critical hit here. I was thinking maybe Facade, Acrobatics Stab though. Like, it didn't really matter too much. I felt like I wouldn't be able to take it out anyway. So go for Acrobatics, and Arcanine's going to live that one. I do a lot of damage, though. Here comes Flare Blitz. That's the end of Jumpluff. It's been cooked. However, the recall damage on the Flare Blitz coming onto the Arcanine White was just enough to take it out because they had a Life Orb too. And that's it, people. The Arcanine's down. There's one more Pokemon left. I'm feeling good about this. Like, how did I turn this battle around? So going into the Skiploom right now. Now, Skiploom is my most powerful attack. It's very strong. And out comes Scumbria. I'm like, oh no, what can I do to this? So looking at my moves, like, okay, we got U-turn here. I've got C-bomb or U-turn. Like, that's going to be our best bet. Let's go for U-turn. I want to see what sort of EV spread they're running. And they're running very, very bulky. So that's going to be my Skiploom back here. I've got one more Jumpluff here. Now, Jumpluff, my special one. With special Jumpluff, it's absolute garbage, right? The best move I have against the Umbreon is Dazzling Gleam and Solar Beam. The only bad thing about using the Sunny Day and the Solar Beam combination, it's going to help the Umbreon if it has, like, certain moves. So go for Dazzling Gleam there. That's really, really good. Umbreon's going to go for a foul play here. Since I'm running a special set, it's not going to do very much damage to me at all. So I know that I can tank, like, another, like, heaps of them, right? So here comes another Dazzling Gleam, and the Umbreon has Moonlight. I thought it might have Moonlight. And this is where my problems really started to come here because I don't have any really powerful moves. I don't have any way of boosting my attack. And this thing does have Taunt too. So I thought, well, I might be able to put the Umbreon to sleep here, you know. That could work. I might be able to set up on it. The only bad thing is I don't think I can take an Umbreon in 3 turns. It's going to be really, really close. So go for another Dazzling Gleam here. Pretty good damage. I need 3 turns to take it out. Umbreon's going to wake up right away and heal itself off. So now it's back to full health. I need a miracle here, people. I need Dazzling Gleam to crit. Or I need some sort of really powerful crit from my Skiploom here. So I've got to put the Umbreon to sleep here again and just spam Dazzling Gleam as much as I can. I also have the option of using Solar Beam too. Solar Beam might be a wee bit more powerful, but it's going to be pretty much close, that sort of thing. And I'd have to set the Sunny Day up too, wasting a turn and, you know, helping out the Umbreon too at the same time, which is, I was really, really worried. I thought at this stage I might be able to stall out their Moonlights, right? That could be an idea. So I don't want to, I don't want to actually get rid of my Dazzling Gleam. So I decided to go for Sunny Day and give this a go. So Umbreon's going to go for a Taunt here. I obviously can't use any status moves now. And I'm just going to keep going for Dazzling Gleam over and over and over again. It's the best I could do. As you can see, it's about a 4 to 5 hit KO here. And my moves just can't do any damage. Like, Jumpluff special attack, it's horrendous. Like, even with modest, it's doing nothing to Umbreon at all. Now, Umbreon's still doing a bit of damage from foul play. The damage is actually starting to rack up against me. My Skiploom will take a lot of damage from foul play. That's the only bad thing about this matchup. And Umbreon can simply, you know, heal itself back up with Moonlight. And so if I go to put it to sleep again, well, it's just going to wake up. Like, I can't take it out before it can heal itself off me. So I'm sort of trapped in a loop here that I can't do anything to Umbreon at all. So it's going to protect as well, which is bad. That means I can't really make use of Bounce. Or if I do go for Bounce, I'm going to have to hope and pray for a Paralysis. Like, I was thinking about trying to get a Paralysis where that could work better than the Sleep, you know. That could be a little bit better. So I was like, okay, I'm completely stuck with Jumpluff. My last option is to go for Bounce to try and paralyze the Umbreon. So Umbreon's going to be asleep. And I was like, okay, well, I know they're asleep at the moment, so let's go for some C-bombs first, and let's see what I can do. So C-bomb does nothing as expected, and now Umbreon's going to go for a foul play here. Foul play does a lot of damage. It's a 2-hit KO on my Skipper. So the sunlight has faded. I'm going to swap the Skiploom out, and I'm going to go back and Jumpluff. I know that Jumpluff can live one more attack and then get one more Dazzling Gleam off, or maybe a Sleep Powder. I don't know, like, it was in a hopeless situation. I lost my best attacker. Here comes another foul play. I can possibly live one more really badly. Sleep Attack is going to miss. I mean, Sleep Powder, not Sleep Attack. And Jumpluff is going to faint. And all that's left out is my poor little Skiploom. And that's it, people. I cannot do any damage to this Umbreon at all. It can simply go for a foul play here. I went for the Bounce. I know they've got Protect already, and they're going to go for foul play. So that, my friends, is pretty much at the end of the battle. I got Protect locked here by the Umbreon. I tried to paralyze it, and it simply just didn't work. Hope you enjoyed all 3 of these battles there. This team really struggled with doing a lot of damage, like outside of that Jumpluff setting up those sword dances, like, and that didn't really happen too often, you know. It's very hard to get, you know, 1 sword dance, let alone like 3, you know. So it was a very fun team, geez, but it was very difficult too. I'm glad I finally did this one. If you enjoyed this video, people, please drop a like on there. I'll be back tomorrow with another theme, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.